Hello friends and welcome to my channel. So today I'll be looking into controlnet. Now I'm pretty sure that all of you know quite a bit about controlnet, so I'm not going to teach you the basics in this video. If you want the basics of controlnet, there are many other videos that will teach you or show you how you can install controlnet and how you can do basic things in controlnet. But today we're going to look at a technique which I discovered while trying to create this kind of adult coloring book style, and I'm going to share what I found out with you so that you can create similar style of images on your own. So as you can see, these are sort of like coloring books, but I would say these are more adult coloring book styles, and I'm gonna show you how to create these images in this video. So let's go to automatic 1111 web UI, which is here. The first thing that you want to do is you have to make sure that you have multi-control net enabled. For example, you can see that I have control model 0, 1 and 2. So you can actually add multiple control models. For that you have to go to extension, you have to go to settings and you'll find control net here, and from here you can actually increase the number of models that you can include in your control net. So I have included 3, so that's the only thing that you need to do. So in order to do this, you have to do a few things. First of all, you have to have an image. It can be any image. For example, this image I have already loaded, and you have to add some settings. So basically the settings that I use is I use 2 control models. I use the control model 0 and 1. I did not need to use the third one. 2 models are enough for me, and in both I use the Canny preprocessor. So in control model 0 I have Canny, and also in control model 1 I have Canny. So using 2 control models actually improve the shading and make the lines a bit thicker. That's what I felt. So anyway, these are the settings for each control model. So in the first control model, which is control model 0, you have to of course select Canny preprocessor and load the model Canny, and basically leave it like this, which means that your weight and guidance, start guidance, all has to be in the default model, and all you have to do is just uh, click here and select an image. So let's say for this experiment or for this example, let's select another image. Perhaps let's select this one. Okay, let's try something different and make sure that it's 512 by 512. If it's not 512 by 512, then you have to select the canvas size from here. You have to change it to fit your image. So because my image is 512 by 512, I'm leaving it like that. And then you need to go to control model 1 and select the same image here. So I'm selecting the same image here, but here things will be different. Over here, of course, you select your preprocessor as Canny and your model as Canny, and your resolution is the same, but you have to use the weight of 0.5, means that it's a second iteration, so it will have lesser weight, and you have to start your guidance start at 0.5 or 0.52 or whatever number much later. This is because you want the second Canny model or the second Canny output to take place or start much later from the first one. It's a little difficult to understand, but the idea is that as soon as you start creating image with Canny, it will actually create this kind of outline as you can see here and start working or creating an image based on this. And when you say that you want to start after 0.52, which means that you want to use the second control net model, which it can be Canny, it can be any of the other model, but you want to start processing that from much later in the let's say in the diffusion model. All right, so you have, let's say you have 20 steps, you want to create an image in 20 steps. So guidance start of 0.5 means that it will start using the second control net model after 10 steps. That's the idea. Okay, so the later you start, the later the impact of the second control net will be applied to your overall image. So over here I want to give it a weight of 0.5 and the guidance start of 0.5 as well, and then make your sampling method dpm sd char-as. And the other important part is that you have to have this particular prompt. The prompt is a line drawing line art, comma, children coloring book. Although I'm saying children coloring book, but because it combines 2 control models of Canny, it creates some kind of an adult coloring book style. So okay, we are all set up. Also, I've chosen low VRAM in both of my control net models because I have only 8 GB of VRAM. If you have higher than 8 GB or if you have a GPU with more VRAM, then you may cancel this, but it works fine for me. It doesn't affect the quality of the image. And now let's generate this. Okay, it has generated this line art or adult line art kind of image. So the quality of this line art will of course depend on the quality of the image and the kind of image that the preprocessor Canny has created. So as you can see, Canny has created this line. So of course my rendering has followed this and created this. So different images will give you different kind of style, but if you look at the way that this shaded region and everything is done, I think that it did a pretty good job, except perhaps the image was originally not so good. Or if you can actually open this image, if you can open the Canny image and remove this line in Photoshop, maybe it will give you a better image. So let's try with another image and let's see how the quality or the output of using this technique is. So here is another generation which I created using this image. So I actually put the image in here, both in control model 0 and control model 1. My settings are the same, absolutely the same settings, but because this is a wide image, I have changed the canvas width here. It's 76, it's 768 by 512, and same here in both of them. In both of the control models, I have set it to the same size, and also in the generation or in the rendering, I have made it 768 by 512, and this is actually my result. So it's not really bad, but you can definitely do some more work in Photoshop, or if you have a higher resolution image, you'll actually get a better output. So this is a technique that I use to create interesting results from my existing renders, existing generations from Stable Diffusion as well as Mid Journey. So I request you try it and let me know what kind of interesting results that you get. One definitely good use of this technique is you can create your coloring pages. So you can set your original image in one side and set the coloring page in the other side, and make it an adult coloring book for people who enjoy coloring, or for yourself if you enjoy coloring books. So I hope you like this tutorial today. I'll be doing some more tutorials on controlnet and some of the more advanced aspects of Stable Diffusion. So stay with my channel. If you like my channel, if you like my videos, please subscribe my channel. I'll see you again next week. Till then, goodbye.